Hello, alright, so in this video tutorial, I'm going to give you an introduction to Pixellab app, alright? So this is the app. Go to the Telegram group where I uploaded it and download it. I'm going to walk you through the interface. Alright, so this is how the interface looks like. Once you get here, first of all, delete this, the default text, delete it. So I'm going to be taking it one after the other. Let me start from the down part before we get to the top. Here, okay, there is nothing much here, alright? This is just some templates, some few templates in this particular app, but we don't, most of the time we don't make use of it. I don't even make use of it. Any of these things I don't make use of it, so I don't know. Some people might be using it, but for me, I don't use it. Now, move here. This A represent text. Anything text, anything that is not shape. If you want it to function, if you want to move it around, tap here before you proceed. And this one is for shapes. Okay, let's start from here. This is text, right? So when if you want to write something, click on this plus icon, click on text, place it here. If you want this to function well, maybe you want to move it up, move it down, change fonts, do this and do that with the text, you are not going to click here. You're not going to click here. You're not going to click here. This is where you're going to click if you want it to work. This is for text. I'm going to tap on it. Once you tap on it, this thing pops up. Okay, you can see different kinds of. This is for edit. If you want to write something, click on edit, delete it, and type whatever thing you want to type. Okay, let's go with introduction to Pixellab. Right, now this is what we have. If you want to delete it, click here and delete. Can you see it? If you want to redo, you want it to come back, tap here at the top. At the top, you see where I'm clicking my hands on. Okay, just tap here. If you want to copy it, tap here and copy, then delete it back to, just tap on it so this thing will pop up again. Alright, now let's assume that something you want to move this to the back, down, or to front. You click here to front, is already in the front. To back, it's not going to work now because it is the only element you uploaded in this particular Pixellab. Let's assume that I uploaded a shape, a square shape. Let me make use of this color. Okay, wait, yes, let's just go on. If you want this shape to function, I will move down to here, not here, here. Okay, because I'm on the shape. Click on edit. Now I want to just increase the radius. You can see the curve at the edge. You can see it. Yeah. This is opacity, and here is the color. Let's be taking it one after the other. I want to first of all finish what I have with the text before we move down to shapes. Alright, so let me stop. This is at the top. And if you want that text to be at the front, not at the back, you can do it in two ways. It's either you press hold it from here, like you press hold this dot at the edge and move it to the top. Or let's move it back again. Or you tap on it, go back to text, the A, then you click on to front. Are you seeing it? If you want it to go to the back, click here to back. Simple. Alright. And this one is position. Position. You can use this to position it well wherever you want it to be. Alright. You can increase the fastness. You understand? Alright. So this one is relative position. Tap here. You can use it to center it. This is for centralization. Center. You can put the text at the center. If you want it to move to the left, you click here. If you want it to move to the right, click here. Okay, and this for the down and for the top. Right, so here is the size. You can use this to increase. Alright, this one is padding. There are some tests that when you write something on it, some part will cut out. Yes. Okay, let's take for instance. Let me show you what I mean by that. So you'll be seeing it immediately. Some part will cut out. Let me change the font. Let's assume that this is the font I choose. Okay, this is the font I choose. Now, okay, some part didn't cut out in this one. Wait, let's try again. Let me check for another font. Because there are some fonts that you want to use and some parts will just cut out. And you'll be wondering why. Wait. Let's just assume there are some fonts that when you upload it here, the edge, the text will not be complete. Some part will cut out. And if that part cuts out, this is what you use to recover it. Just tap here on padding. Make sure you're still under the text here. Okay. Now tap on padding. Increase the left and increase the right side. So the text will be inside. Alright. Good. I'm going to change the font to Poppins medium. Alright, let's move on. So the next thing is color. Let's work on the color. Since the shape behind it is blue, you're going to make sure you use a color that will be visible. A color that will be visible in as much as it is a blue shape is behind it. Okay. In this case, you are not meant to use red. I see some people, especially newbies, beginners, total beginners, when they want to design, they don't like they'll be using black with red together. Does it make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. For black you use white, for red you use white, not red and blue. It doesn't work that way. Um you be mixing rubbish colours that doesn't make sense. For this type of play you have to use a colour that will make it to be visible. Let's check here. Yellow is okay, yeah. White is okay. You cannot use black in this kind of design. It is okay, but it's not totally visible. You don't have to stress your audience. You don't have to stress their eyes just because they are viewing your design. You just have to use a brighter color for the text. You understand my point? So this is the text. If you want to change it to gradient, you click here, gradient, and mix the color. Let's say I want to mix the yellow color. Tap on this plus icon, tap here, then tap here. Sorry, just pick the color around this place. Okay, then click here, tap here, click maybe okay, this color doesn't make sense. This is actually good, but then I'm not going to use it unless I'll be using this one. Okay, this is good actually. I'll have to adjust it a little. Alright, you can change the directions. I'm clicking on the top. Okay, and change the direction of how it is positioned. Right, so then I'll be making use of this one. Okay, so this is what we have here. Now move down to texture. Click on texture. Assuming you want to upload something here. Let me change this blue color background. Let me change the color. Let's use maybe this. Alright, so back to A for alphabet. Okay, now introduction to Pixellab. We want to add a texture to it, but before that I'm going to change the font and make use of a bold font so it will be visible, very visible. Alright, yeah. Now click on texture. If you want an image to be inside that text, if you want any image to be inside the text, here's how to do that. Assuming I want to use this now, I want this to be inside the text. Are you seeing it? Simple. Let's assume this shape is in white color. Let's see how it looks like. Are you seeing it? The texture. Alright. Now move down. Back to A. Now move down to what's the next one? Opacity. Want to reduce the opacity, want to increase it, it's your choice. Alright. Now rotation, you can rotate it with this. Alright, now this is for max. We'll be coming back to this. Alright, we'll be coming back to this. You want to max out something, some part of the text or a shape, you can use that to achieve it. Alright, now back to what is the next step. After marks, you move to fonts. In this, I will still show you guys how to upload fonts. These fonts are the one that the app came with, the one the app have. Okay, then my font is the one I downloaded and installed it in this Pixellab app. You have to use that font, the archiver. We are still coming to that. Alright, good. Now move down to style. You can make it bold by clicking here. The text is bold already, so you might not notice it. And this, you can use this to bend it. This, underline it. This to cancel this thing, the underline. Okay, we are good. This one is for curve. You want to curve it, you use this. Are you seeing it here? And this is for background, text background. Okay, you can pick any color from here. You can pick any color from here. And for this, you can adjust it a little to inform. This is for the top padding. This is for the bottom padding. And this is for reduce. You are seeing it for the reduce. Now move down to align. You can use this to, okay, you are not going to notice it here, so let's go back. Align. If you want it to be like this, you tap here. You can use this one is centered alignment, right alignment. This is left alignment. Here we're using centered alignment. Mark it. And then this is spacing. You want to space the text, you use this. Alright. You want to, okay, this is for line spacing. Are you seeing what I'm doing? Line spacing. Good. Now this is for stroke. Stroke. This is for stroke. You enable it. Increase, decrease. You can pick any color from here. Any color at all. This is for the stroke. Alright. Good. Now move down to shadow. This is for shadow. You can work on it, reduce the opacity of the shadow, offset, increase the blur, or just reduce it like this, and then reduce the opacity from here. Good. Now move down to inner shadow. This for inner shadow. This is for inner side. Notice something, right? This for inner shadow. Now this is for emboss. I'm still coming back to it. I'm going to teach you something about this embossment. You can use it to create text effect in Pixellab. This is perspective, enable it. You can use it to resize your shapes and text. Perspective. You see what I'm doing, right? Yeah. And this is 3D rotate. You can rotate it. You see what I'm doing, right? Good. Now, why you're seeing this yellow is because I added and enabled text background. If I off it, you're not going to see it again. So let's just be working with it. I think it's beautiful. Alright, so the next one is 3D shadow. We are still going to come back to this. This is for reflection. Okay, for reflection. Alright. Now the next one we are going to be talking about is this. Move down to here for shape. This is for shape. I don't want this video to take too long, so I'm going to take it very quickly. Okay, let's bring out the shape, change the color to this. If you want to delete it, click here, come back. This is for cropping. You can crop out some parts. Okay, let's do something quickly. I can crop out some parts, and we are going to have this. Okay, but I don't need it. Now, if you want to copy it, click here, copy it, delete, to front, to back. Let's assume that this is on top of it. I want it to move to the front, click here. Want it to move to the back, you click here. Front. Alright, this is position. You can use this to position it anywhere you want it to be. This is for relative position. Remember, we are under this, no longer here. You're working on shape, right? So this is relative size. You can use this as you are if this is enabled to maintain ratio. You can move as you are moving this one, both of them will be moving. But if you disable it, then you are going to work on this one alone. Okay, but there is no need of you disabling this. Alright, good. Now this is color. Enable it. You can pick any color from here or from here. Alright, now if you want to change it to gradient color, click here, gradient, tap here, pick any color, then tap here, another color, reduce, move it down to this point. Alright, so you are seeing it. This is gradient. Good. Now the next thing is what? Texture. Let's say I want to add something. Okay, this can serve as a texture. Mark it. You know why it's not visible? Because you picked a color from here. That's why it's not totally visible. But let's assume you pick the color from here. You pick the gradient color from here and you added a texture. You're still, it will not disturb you. It will not disturb you at all. If you remove the texture, the color will still be there, alright? But if you pick the color from here and you add a texture, it's not going to work. You're not going to see that texture because you pick the color from here, not from the editing, not from the edit. You're getting my point, right? Now, this is for opacity, reduce, increase. There's no need of this texture here. So I don't know if I should remove it or not. Let's just be going. This is for color filter. This is for color filter. There are some images that you upload here and you have to make use of that color filter, right? Maybe the picture is in red color, you can use color filter to blend it, to change the color, saturation, brightness and all that. This is stroke. Let's assume it's blue. This is what we mean by stroke. Alright, now move down to eraser. You want to clean out some parts, you just clean it using this. Alright, you can also do it this way. Okay, now this is for marks. Enable it. You can see what we have here. This is for marks. This is for erase color. There are some kind of design, I mean, some image. We're still coming back to it, alright? Then this is so rotation. You can use it to rotate the shape. This is for 3D rotate. Okay, this is for 3D shape. We are coming back to it. This is shadow. Shadow. This is for the shadow. Alright. Now this is for inner shadow. Inner shadow. You can pick any color from here for the inner shadow. Then emboss, we are coming back to it. Now let's move down to here. This is color. This is for the background. This one is for the background, like the template. Sorry, the interface of this app. Pixellab. This is where to pick your color. Let's assume I'm hiding this, and you are here. You can pick the background color from here. You can pick the background color from here. Alright, I cancel it, that's why. You see what I'm doing? So, but I prefer white. Now, if you want to make the background transparent, you tap here. This is for image size. Image size. This is for some templates in this app. If you want to import image to Pixellab, you can still import it through here from background. Alright, good. Now let's move to the top. This is redo button. This is for zooming. You can use it to zoom something and come back. When you zoom something and you're trying to type something, okay, there is a text here, you want to type on it, it's not going to work unless you lock it. After typing what you want to type, you zoom it back like this. Okay, this is for the brain. This is what you use to align your text and images and font while designing. Okay, for this is for alignment. Let's just call it a ruler, but it is called guideline. Alright, then this is for the layer. Here is the layer where you're going to see everything that you uploaded to Pixellab, you imported to Pixellab. This three dots is this image from, okay, you can import image from here, full screen, full screen. Yes, you see what I'm doing. Then here, use image from camera. I don't make use of all these things. Export image. If you want to export your image, always change the dimension to ultra before saving it. Alright, then in case you want tutorial, you click here. Okay, my data is not on, that's why you're not going to see it. Back to Pixellab. I think there is a tutorial on how to use Pixellab app. My data is not on, that's why when it moved me to YouTube, it's the only thing that is showing there is my downloads. Okay, now we have recover autosave. Okay, you're designing something and you forgot to save it as a project. You can recover it by tapping here, recover autosave. Alright, now for here, this is just quote here. You can still save your image through here, not only this part. It's in JPEG. This one is PNG. Change the dimension to ultra and save. But if you don't want to save it with the background, you change this to PNG. Okay, you change it to PNG before tapping on this save to gallery. Then here we have save as a project. You are designing and you have an emergency, you have something very important to attend to and you are not through with what you are designing, you can just type the name of that project and save. Okay, let's just start with Pixellab and save it. You can still save your designs from here too, save it to your gallery. In this plus icon, this is for test. You want to start a test, current date, sticker, these things I'm not using it. Then this is for shape. This is you want to import something from your gallery, you tap here. Alright, this is for draw. You can use the, we are still coming back to this. Alright, good. Now let's check that Pixellab we saved. If you want to see it, come back here. Now click on my project. You're seeing it, right? Pixellab. Good. This is what we are able to achieve. Alright, so this is the end of the introduction to Pixellab.